I saw a bumper sticker that said, "If it's too loud, you're too old." And as you will see, with makeup on, Kiss in the spirit of Kiss never gets old. Kiss has sold over 75 million albums worldwide to date. There is a new Kiss album, a compilation, a very special album coming out in June. Details to be announced. After the press conference, there will be a photo opportunity with Kiss. They will be taking questions. I have a very special piece of news I'm going to convey to you, which is that on June 15th, as a warm-up date, Kiss is going to be playing in full makeup with the original members at the K-Rock Weenie Fest in Los Angeles, a show that will include the Chili Peppers and Everclear. There will be details about New York City to come. Gene and Paul and Ace and Peter asked Conan O'Brien from Late Night to introduce this press conference. Here is Conan O'Brien.
Hey, how you doing? You all right? Thank you very much, Danny. Ladies and gentlemen, members of the international press, and members of the Kiss Army. Ladies and gentlemen, last week when they asked me to introduce Kiss, I had just two questions. Two questions. What time and what aircraft carrier? I understand these people. Listen, guys, I want to make a quick announcement. This press conference, if you don't know, is being simulcast to 58 countries around the world. That's right. Yeah, this is basically a way for Gene Simmons to say hi to all his illegitimate children. And I knew that would work. That was cute? Who the hell are you? Thanks a lot. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, Kiss means a lot to me. They really do. Kiss means a lot, folks. As a teenager, it was Kiss that gave me the courage to put on makeup and prance around in 7-inch heels. And anyway, we're very excited to have them here. We had Kiss on the show last year. Anybody see it? Kiss? I was really excited to have them on. They were great. It was one of the best nights we'd had on the show in a long time. And ever, thank you. There you are right there. Really excited to have them here. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a quick announcement to make before we get started. This is a huge occasion, as you know. The 4 original members of Kiss are back in full makeup for a worldwide tour. Everyone's very excited about it. There's a fact here, the opening date will be very exciting. The Stone Temple Pilots are going to open for them. That concert will be on June 28th at Detroit's Tiger Stadium. It's going to be a fun show, mainly because the Detroit Tigers will also be playing simultaneously there in full makeup. Fun show, don't miss it. All right, folks, before we get started, before we bring them out, there's a quick clip here. It's archival footage, some of it going back to the late 50s. Take a look at it right now. Enjoy this Kiss footage. Let's show it.
Rapunzel. I got a question.
We're here to answer whatever questions you have. Obviously, we're really psyched out about being back together and going out on this world tour, so anybody who's got something to ask.
I got a question for you guys. What was it like when you put the makeup back on again and looked at each other? What went through your mind? What was the feeling like?
We had safe sex, and it was really
Seriously, what was it like?
Still look as silly now as we did 15 years ago.
You know, it's a little tough to see who's talking, so try to wave at us. We want to be able to see who's asking questions.
right here.
Which one?
Watch your hand. Yeah.
I got a question. Just want to know, when you guys come into the city, are you going to give interviews to just Main Street press, like the big stuff? Or are you guys going to do like public access, fan signs, who have been supporting kids for about 20 years?
We're going to try to do as much press as possible. I mean, in the same way, we're trying to make sure that ticket prices really range from very low up to whatever. We want to make sure that everybody, you know, there's a ticket for everybody, and we want to make sure that everybody gets a chance to see this show, because it's going to be, I mean, for us to say the show is awesome, it's going to be something spectacular.
Next question.
Right here. Just want to know, what era of music are you guys going to pull for this tour? Are you guys going to stick to the stuff that was only for the original four?
The classic Kiss, the
classic Kiss?
stuff.
Are you going to do anything after the solo records?
Probably.
Any unmasked stuff?
We're open to all kinds of things. This tour and the whole event really is a culmination of more than a decade of fans being on top of our asses saying that we have to do it. So we're going to give...
Not literally. Nobody.
So we're going to give the fans exactly what they want. They want to hear rock and roll all night, that's what we'll do. If they want to hear songs from a certain period, we will do that. We're here for the fans.
You'll hear it. I mean,
Absolutely.
Well, welcome back.
Thank you.
yeah.
Given how prolific the band has been over the years, can you give us any details on this upcoming project that you guys have to coincide with the reunion and world tour?
Well, the first thing that's happening is we're digging into the vaults and putting together an album that pretty much celebrates, you know, this occasion, which for us, I mean, we're as big a fans of the band as anybody could be. So we're putting together an album that contains all kinds of rarities, live stuff from the era of the first two live albums, and mixing it together and digitally remastering to do a best of, like a commemorative of a Live 1 and a Live 2 together with never before heard live tracks from that period. All stuff that comes out of the vaults. That's what he told me too.
Guys, Joe Tag at WBAB, first of all, thank you. There is a Jesus, there is a God. You guys are back, and what is the future of this band right here that we're looking at? The one right here.
Ace?
Future of the band is a world tour.
One tour?
A lot of touring. A long time.
A world tour. We're going to visit every country that's formed or is about to be formed. We're here for that.
This tour, we're not going to finish until we've hit every city, every country. We're committed to this for a year, 2 years, whatever it takes, and that'll be the first tour. We're really... Studio record!
Bruce Kulick and Eric Singer are every bit a part of the band. They have given this thing their full blessings, basically because they're fans of the band as well. And we've just finished a brand new studio record, which we handed in, which will not come out for a while. And they're going to come to the shows just like everybody else. So they've given us...
They will get the best seats, don't worry.
They've given us their full blessings, and that's the way it should be.
When we started talking about doing this, we talked to Bruce and Eric first, obviously, and they said, go do it. We want to be there, and we'll be there for you. So, I mean, we're doing this with their blessings, and, you know, we had a great time doing Unplugged, and that really was the seed that got this whole thing going. And I mean, we're so gassed to be here. I mean, this means so much to us. you know, it's funny because after 17 years of not being together, you kind of forget why you stopped being together anyway. So give us another 17 years and we'll be able to figure out.
Also, today's press conference is being broadcast or netcast around the world on the internet, and we've been taking questions from KISS fans. The first one we're going to run by comes from Derek in New Zealand, and the question is, the landscape of music has changed quite a bit since KISS last wore makeup. Does the band see any similarities between the lack of stage presence in today's music and the early 70s? That's Derek in New Zealand.
We will not be wearing flannel shirts or shorts on stage.
You know, everything is unto itself. You know, we're not here to figure out what's right for any other band except KISS. We know who we are, and what we should be. Every other band has got to figure it out for themselves. But we've always taken great pride in taking the best of the best as our opening acts. All the way from giving the brand new bands their first tours, from AC/DC Rush to Motley to Anthrax.
John Mellencamp, Bob Seger, Tom Petty. You know, we've always been big fans of bands, and this time having Stone Temple Pilots is a gas for us because they're one of the bands that we really think a lot of. Yeah.
Hi guys, Darren Davis, SW Networks over here. Just wanted to ask, with Stone Temple Pilots, a couple of years back, they played a show in full KISS, not full KISS makeup, but just KISS face paint. Did that factor into the decision to get them opening for you?
No, we're easy, but we're not that easy. Right. No, it's a look. Anybody that's sitting here that's got a set of ears should be able to tell immediately that this is legitimate music, that the Pilots have terrific tunes and have a great vibe and have their own sense of identity, and that's the most important thing for any band. And we like them. That's a good enough reason to have them open the shows.
Yeah. Gee, you're better than the ladies' room.
Yes, sir.
Are you going to meet him in the ladies' room?
Who's got the mic?
Yeah, I've got the mic. The Unplugged album. Do you realize that it turned on a lot of new fans to KISS in other parts of the world?
Well, I think every time we put out an album, somebody new hears it, and you know, we stopped a long time ago thinking about what was cool and what we should do or shouldn't do. We were crazy in the first place to get dressed up in makeup, and this morning some other people were saying we were crazy to put it back on. We just, you know, we do what we want, and that's really why we're here. Yes. Do you have any suggestions?
All-American almost human!
The answer is you'll hear them all.
Honestly, the only thing we're coming to the party with is ourselves. The rest of it is up to you. We're gonna make sure that people, everything you've heard about the KISS years and the KISS stage shows and the spectacle is true. It's not a legend. We're gonna show every new band how the big boys do it. We're gonna get up there. We're gonna get up, sorry, I'm getting so choked up, my tongue's too big. We're gonna get up on that stage and collectively kiss your ass.
Hi, could you tell me what the stage show is going to consist of? Is it going to be like the 77 Love Gun show, or is it going to be a collection of all or new?
You know, it's interesting because it's huge. I mean, it's interesting because if we did whatever we hear back from the fans, sometimes we hear, oh, you're going out and doing the 77 show. We're not doing that. We're doing a show that's loosely based on what we did on the 77 show because that really was, to our way of thinking, the best, you know, kick-ass show we'd ever done. This makes that look small time. This is an awesome show, and about at least 2 hours. When's the Garden? That's going to be announced. Obviously, we wouldn't think about going on tour without playing New York.
The first show, so far, this is taking shape even as we sit here. The first show that we know of, the legitimate first start of the date, is on the 28th of June at Tiger Stadium with the Pilots opening. We do know we will be in New York. We don't have specific dates yet. We do know that we will be headlining the Monsters of Rock in England. That's in Donington. We still don't know who the opening bands are, but we will go there and show them how the right thing is done. We're going to bring the entire show and just blow the fucking place apart.
The new KISS studio album.
The new Kiss studio album has been in the works for some time. I was wondering if you could shed any light onto the current status of it and if you have a target date for release.
The studio album that we finished? Was that the question?
Yes.
There's really no plans right now. You know, when we do something, we do it 100%, and right now it wouldn't be fair to that album to get it mixed up in what we're doing now. This is taking 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. We've never worked so hard or had as much fun doing it. We are truly blessed to be doing this. Sorry? You betcha. You want to star in it?
This is for Ace and Peter. Ace and Peter, last year when you did your club tour together, did you guys know that this was a possibility? Was that kind of like a warm-up for this?
No, it wasn't a warm-up. We were out touring, we were having a great time, and we talked to each other on the phone, but we didn't make plans for this. This is magic.
I always had a feeling this was going to happen at one point in time, and I've always wanted to time travel, you know, and it feels like I've gone back 15 years in time, and here I am again. And it's a fantastic feeling, and I really appreciate everybody being here.
This is for you and Paul. The two of you have been saying for years that you wouldn't think about a reunion until the time was just right. What makes this time just right?
I think it's like anything in life. You take it a day at a time, and you can only hold yourself and what you say to what you say at that particular time. I mean, the truth is, like all family members, we've quarreled, and we don't always agree on everything. We don't want to push the fantasy much more than what it is on stage. The truth is, we're four individuals who love what we do and are thrilled to be doing this together again. But the truth is, in the past, we've had our differences, so fucking what? The magic is back.
Hello? CBS Day and Date. Not that I agree with this, but some critics say that reunions are greed fests. What is your reaction to that?
They're right. And, you know, there's always somebody who's going to want to come in and, you know, be the party pooper. There's somebody who wants to ruin it for everybody else. You know, I mean, the money, sure, the money doesn't suck, but we're going to make sure that when we go out there, nobody goes out after the show and says this wasn't worth what I paid for it. Hell, people are spending all kinds of money to see people put rubber balls through hoops. So at least we're going to blow the fucking place up.
I'd like to know who initiated the contact so you could all kiss and make up and bring us this tour.
Who initiated the concept?
You guys getting back together. Who decided to kiss and make up?
Really, the concept came from, you know, our fans. I mean, as much as we, you know, obviously we could have done this years ago, but we couldn't do it when it didn't feel right for us. It's easy for us to go, sure, let's get back together and go through the motions. But if the heart wasn't in it, if we weren't really having a good time together, who needs to do it? I mean, life's too short. We're having a great time. It feels great to be back together. It was the fans who've always wanted this, but we couldn't be dishonest and do it until we were ready and felt that we could do it and enjoy it ourselves. Because if we can't enjoy it, you're not going to have a good time.
Who's got the gold
Trojans.
We don't want to come off like we're going to kiss anybody's ass, but the truth is, all of this is being done with the full support of a record company to whom we gave our very first record. In fact, when we first started, Casablanca Records released the very first Kiss album, and we were the first act on the label. We now have the largest catalog of any artist on the entire Polygram roster, but it's great to have a brand new president.
We have a president.
It's not bullshit.
The guy who came out here before, Danny Goldberg, worked with us in the 70s, and we've known Danny, and it's no you know, it's no coincidence that he's now the head of the record company. I think we can all look forward to really great things, because this is a guy who really knows what rock and roll is all about.
Thanks, Billy!
Guys, what's up, guys? Nick Schoolar, Anti-Gravity Room, Sci-Fi Channel. There's been rumors of a Kiss mania similar to Beatlemania. Is it true? Is Kiss going Broadway?
Oh, you mean a Kiss show?
Yeah, something like that.
Everything, you know, again, there's so many rumors, and if something gets talked about and somebody overhears it, it becomes a reality. Everything's been thrown around. The ideas of Kiss shows, you know, musical shows, anything you can imagine. But if you want to find out the truth, today's the time to find out. There's nothing in the works right now.
We're going to approach this like history, a page at a time, and the story will unfold before your eyes. Thank you.
Hi guys, thanks for getting back together. Dream come true. It's been a long time. Ken Sharp, Friday Morning Quarterback. Wanted to ask two questions. What's happening with the remastered CDs? How will they be different? Are they going to? What will be included that wasn't included with the original CDs? And what's happening with the box set as well?
There's so many plans now that. You know, the idea to remaster the CDs is in the works. There's an idea to put all the original artwork, all the little, you know, toys, the love guns, and all that stuff back in. We really want to clean house and make sure everything's shiny and sparkling the way it's supposed to be. We're going to spit polish everything and make sure that everything we've done in the past is brought up, you know, to the present and given the respect it deserves.
What about new costumes, guys?
What do you have in mind?
You mean new versions of what we're wearing, or you know, we're open to that as well. But we're wearing what the fans want us to wear. They want, and this is what this is about.
Are you gonna write any songs together now? Back together?
We may. Well, no, that's not out of the question that we won't get together, right? We've always written together. So.
All right, gang, I'm going to take one more question for the band. There's going to be one more question.
What about line 4?
Is this going to be a one-time gig, or is it going to happen again? Is this just a one-time deal and that's it, or?
We can't make promises. We got to stay true to ourselves and stay honest. We're going out there, and we're feeling great about this, and as long as we feel great about it, we'll be out there. But we don't make any promises. We're going to do this as long as it feels good, and you'll know the day it doesn't.
I'd like to thank you all very much. I'm going to take a moment right now, and I'm going to strike the stage so you guys can all get a clean photo op of the band. If you just hold on 1 second. I'm going to give you guys a clean shot to get a shot of Kiss and all that without the smoke, so that won't be any interruption. Again, with the photographers, if you can respect my boundaries, please, and not overrun each other. Just give me a second, and we'll get this done for you right away. I promise.
Okay.
Just hold on 1 second, gang.
Okay. This guy. Okay. I'm trying to find
no smoke.
No smoke. There will not be smoke, gang. I promise you, there will not be smoke. That's why we're bringing them back, so you guys can get some clean shots.
Make sure you don't
Terry. Move the side! Move the side! Paul! Move side!
Kid, move your head!
Down the middle! Down the middle!
On behalf of KISS and Mercury Records, we'd like to thank you all for coming down. We'd like to thank you all very much.